Let me start off by saying thank you for watching this video, and thank you for agreeing to be a judge at a college speech tournament. This brief video is designed to teach you the basics on how to be a judge so that you don't feel out of place. This video will be divided into 3 sections. I will talk to you about what to do before you judge, what to do during the time you're judging, and what to do immediately after you're judging. So, let's start at the beginning and talk about what you do before the round. First and foremost, dress comfortably when you are coming to a tournament, as you will be moving throughout different classrooms during the day. You want to make sure that you arrive to a tournament at least 15 minutes prior to your assigned judging time. That way, if the tournament director has any last-minute instructions to give you, he or she will have ample time to give them to you. Next, make sure you bring a pen or a pencil or something that you can write with, because you will be writing comments for the student performances that you see in each round. Also, try to bring a stopwatch. If you don't have a stopwatch laying around, using the stopwatch on your cell phone is absolutely fine. You'll just want to make sure that when you walk in to judge a round that you have put your cell phone on silent while you are using your stopwatch to time each performance. And finally, you are going to get a set of ballots for each student performance that you are going to see and judge. You'll want to make sure that you have enough ballots for each of the student performances that you're going to have, which will normally be somewhere between 5 and 7 student performances. And then you'll want to take those ballots with your pen and your stopwatch to whichever room you are assigned. Now you are ready to judge your first round of a college speech tournament. Now, next, we're going to talk about what you do during the actual round. Once you get into the round, you will see that the student performers have written their names on the board in speaker order. Please make sure that you go in this particular order, because this is the order that these students have been assigned. However, you will find that some students may be double or triple entered in a specific time block. All this means is that the student has multiple events happening at the same time. So a student may perform for you and then politely excuse themselves as they need to go perform in yet another round. If a student is double or triple entered, you will see a DE or TE after their name. You can allow these students to go first in your round regardless of speaker order, and then go back and follow the original speaker order to keep your round on time. Again, you'll be getting a ballot for each student. And while the student is performing, you should be writing comments for the student on that particular ballot. Do not think you're being rude by writing comments on ballots while students are performing. They completely expect you to do this. If you're judging an acting or an interpretation event, you'll be commenting on things such as use of emotion, use of body, choice of literature, and so on and so forth. If you are judging a public speaking event, you'll be commenting on things such as choice of topic, delivery, use of research and analysis. If you're judging a debate event, well, you'll be commenting on things such as persuasiveness, style, logic, and analysis. Next, you'll want to make sure that you keep a time of each speech. Now, there are only a few events where you actually are required to give time signals. You'll want to consult the tournament director for exactly how to do that. And finally, you want to make sure that you keep the conversation with the competitors down to a minimum. Once one student performance is over, finish up your comments on that student's ballot and then swiftly move to the next competitor in order to keep the tournament running on time. And you're just about finished with your judging experience. Now next, and finally, we'll talk about what you do immediately following the round. First and foremost, make sure that you have filled out each ballot completely for each student, and make sure that you have assigned each student a rank and a rating system. It's best to consult the tournament director before your round exactly how this rank and rating system works, as it may vary from tournament to tournament. Most tournaments, however, will require you to make sure that you have no ties, which means you need to have a student who's in first place, second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place, and beyond. Also, you'll want to make sure that each ballot is filled out completely. Then, as soon as you have seen all the student performances, you will want to take your ballots back to the ballot table where you picked them up. Do not leave the ballot table immediately. Please allow someone at the ballot table to check your ballots to ensure that you filled them out correctly. That way we can ensure that the tournament will be tabulated correctly. And then you'll be ready to pick up your next set of ballots and do this process all over again. And there you have it, folks. A very short video on how to be a judge at a speech tournament. I once again thank you for your attention and thank you so much for agreeing to be a judge.